Pick and shovel in hand, dirt flying wild. Blood, sweat spilling, dreams of worth untold mile. Eyes fixed on them stones, a glint of cold fire burn. Clawing through the earth, tireless hearts won't return. Red dirt warriors chasing yellow gleam in the sun. Battered and bleeding, but we won't be done. For the families back home, hearts heavy with hope. Through ragged dreams and rocky slopes. Mountains loom my tales pass through the years. Every grain of sand soaked with dreams and fears. Grit and grim men forging fortune from the rock. Echoes of their struggle ticking like a clock. Red dirt warriors chasing yellow gleam in the sun. Battered and bleeding, but we won't be done. For the families back home, hearts heavy with hope. Through ragged dreams and rocky slopes. For that elusive cold, prayers sent skyward under the star. Red dirt nation driving, digging far. Red dirt warriors chasing yellow gleam in the sun. Battered and bleeding, but we won't be done. For the families back home, hearts heavy with hope. Through ragged dreams and rocky slopes. Yellow gleam in the sun. Battered and bleeding, but we won't be done. We won't be done. For the families back home, hearts heavy with hope. Through ragged dreams and rocky slopes.
Good morning, YouTube. This morning I'm just running a test from the Amethyst shop to see how things work out. Just having morning coffee. Slow morning, so hoping I can see chat properly. I'm using my cell phone today. Don't know if any of the other Red Dirt Nation members are going to join me. Good morning, Heath. How you doing today? A bit of a chilly morning here. I think it's about 1 degree outside. I'm alive. Barely. As I said, just having morning coffee, so still waking up, still getting the day going. Wasn't sure whether or not this was going to work from the shop or not, so figured I'd give her a shot this morning. Been wanting to do this now for about a week. Finally got the new business cards in. There we go. Might be backwards because of the camera. Good morning, Phil. How you doing today? Copy this link here. If anybody would like to join me, I am about to post the link in chat. I'm doing pretty good this morning, Phil. As I was saying, I wasn't really sure if this was going to work out this morning. My internet signal down in the shop here is not exactly top notch, but seems to be doing okay. Oh, bird. Fair enough, Phil. Fair enough. Wondering if any of the other Red Dirt members are going to show up this morning. Yeah, yeah, I would say so. Damn, that sucks, Heath. Feels cold enough to snow here. In fact, we're expecting some tomorrow. That's why I'm out today. It's nice and sunny. Figured I might as well get out and see how I can move some rocks today. Right? But I completely agree. Well, in your case, yeah, Heath, I can understand. Well, you can have all that snow, Heath. I want it nice, sunny, and warm. I can't sell rocks in the snow. Uh, got three awesome people in chat this morning. One lurker, two chatting. Wonder who the lurker is. Uh, yeah, we got too much snow over here in Ontario this year. It wasn't just 3 weeks ago. We still had a good 2, 3 inches of the stuff. Lots of ice. Then it went up to 17 degrees, nice and warm here. And now it's back down to freaking freezing temperatures. Uh, damn. Yeah, I'd say there's definitely some missing snow there, Phil. Just trying to figure something out here. My son is already at school, and my goddaughter, she's upstairs, probably playing Roblox before she jumps on her online school program. Good morning, Carl. How you doing today? Not sure if it posted the link to the top of the chat there, but I posted the link in chat if anybody wants to jump up and join me. Good morning, PA. How you doing? Nice chilly morning here in Ontario. Nice, nice. Well, you're more than welcome, Carl. Oh, I will be right back. Just give me a sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Had a phone call. Yeah, usually on chilly mornings, I'm inside the porch behind me there. Figure set out the office outside today. It's supposed to warm up. Good morning, Annie. How are you today? A little brisk this morning, but having my morning coffee, sitting outside in the shop. It's nice and sunny today, so I can't complain. All right, Heath. Thanks for stopping in, brother. I appreciate it. Hopefully, you have yourself a great day. This morning, I'm just having my morning coffee, hanging out in the shop, trying to sell some amethysts, trying to keep warm. Figured I'd run a little test this morning, see how it works streaming from the shop here. Seems to be going okay. The link should be in chat if anybody wants to jump up. I've got a fair amount here. Let's see. I'll unhook you here. See if I can switch the camera around. Don't know how well the internet's going to work. Got lots of things. That's one deal. Sorry about that. Dropped internet signal. Apparently, I can't move that around the shop. Oh, now I know. set back up. All right. Sorry about the drop signal there, folks. A little bit of spotty internet down here in the shop. So hopefully everybody's having a nice morning. Bit of a slow one here. So. For those who attended the Autism Mary auction that Red Dirt Nation hosted the other day, thank you very much. Those who bought prizes, most of those will be shipped out as soon as possible. The items that I donated, those will be going out later this week. Carl and Dorothy will be getting those. It sounds good there, Carl. Got 5 awesome people hanging out here this morning. I appreciate it. Thank you. I do have a little bit of lapis. Most of the lapis that I have is all small, tiny pieces, Carl. I do have one bigger piece, and that piece is currently mounted on this piece of California dark moss agate. Sorry, my hands are shaking. I'm a little chilly. Oh, perfect. Well, when I send you your coins there, I'll throw in a little bag of lapis. There, pull it out. Tons of little pieces of lapis. All right, Annie, thank you for stopping in. Not sure how long I'll be streaming for this morning, but yeah, more than welcome to come back. So yeah, Carl, I will make sure I throw in a little baggie full of these for you. Been debating what to do with those. Got a whole bunch of garnet as well, and a whole bunch of other little minerals. So if you need anything else, let me know, and I'll see if I have it in stock. I've gotten a whole bunch of stuff over the years from various bags of pay dirt and what have you. Good morning, Bear. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. 8 awesome people in chat. Link should be pinned up at the top there. If it isn't, let me know and I'll drop it in chat again if anybody wants to jump up, hang out. So, how are things where you are this morning, Bear? Hopefully, everything's good with you. I'm not used to streaming alone, so. Ah, nice, nice. Well, make sure you tell her thank you. I appreciate you stopping in. Usually I'm streaming with the boys, but I'm assuming everybody's working this morning, so just having my morning coffee and figured I'd run a little live stream, see how it works down in the shop here. Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking about running some material that Rock Butcher gave me. Good morning, DB. How are you today? Hoping it warms up a little bit before I start doing some panning, though. 6 awesome people hanging out this morning. Thank you all. Good morning, Park Rat. Links in chat if you want to hop up and have morning coffee with me. If it's not in chat, let me know. I'll drop it again. Oh, geez, I wish that wind would calm down here this morning. Wouldn't be so bad if that wind wasn't kicking up. Sorry about the traffic noise. Hopefully everybody's doing good this morning. Give you guys a tour of the Amethyst shop, but the last time I did, my camera cut out on me because my internet's kind of crap down here. Might be able to show you this way, though. Good morning, Joe Dirt. How are you today? If anybody wants to jump up and chit chat this morning, link should be pinned in chat. And if it isn't, let me know. I'm not too bad. A little cold. Annie was already here. Not in the shop, but she stopped by the live stream this morning. uh, doesn't that suck, Park Rat? Sounds good, Bear. I'm here just hanging out this morning, so plenty of time. It's my first time running live from the shop here and running it from my phone, so hoping everything runs nice and smooth for you guys. The camera here. There we go. That sucks, PA. But those rainy days are sometimes nice. Gives you a little bit of a break, right? Oh, burr. That sun needs to come out a bit more. Keeps peeking behind the clouds. Six awesome people in chat this morning. Thank you for being here. Gotta love when that happens, eh, Park Rat? Uh, I've already had my morning safety meetings. Probably going to have another one soon. Probably once I end the live. Well, for me, it's my anti-seizure medication. So stops me from going into grand malls. I value my safety meetings. It's been, geez, 7, 8 years since my last seizure, thanks to the extract. So I can't really complain with that. Trying to cut back on the cigarettes. That's why I bought myself the vape. It's not really working, but trying. Yeah, that's understandable. When you start having breathing problems, smoking is definitely a problem. I know when I switched from flower to extract, my breathing issues really improved. Um, I noticed that when I was smoking bud flower, um, I was getting a lot of tar in my lungs, a lot of buildup of the resins and stuff like that. And switching to the extract, you're not burning the plant matter, you're burning the resins, the juices that are concentrated. So it's got a little bit less carbon in it. Yeah, yeah, edibles are good. The only problem with me and edibles is I have to eat a minimum 1,500 milligrams worth of edibles just to get even anything from it because of how much of the extract that I smoke. I have a really high tolerance. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely a bonus. Mining trips. Yeah, infusing with some coconut milk. That's always a good way as well. I know one person not too far from me, just in Port Colborne there. He gets the alcohol-based topical. Good morning, Empty Pad. How are you this morning? Yeah, saving money is definitely priceless. That's another reason why I switched to extract. When I was smoking flower, I was running through $600, $800 every 2 weeks. With the extract, I buy 10 grams. That costs me $100, and that lasts me 3 weeks. The value there is definitely helpful on a limited budget. Link should be in chat if anybody wants to hop up. Good morning to everybody new in chat. Hopefully everybody's doing good this morning. Yeah, being able to grow your own is always a benefit as well. Yeah, got to be able to buy more mining equipment. Can never have enough. Uh, Yeah, yeah, that's always a benefit there, DB, knowing exactly what's in your product. We got Carl backstage. Hey, Carl.
Hey, hey.
How you doing today?
There we go. I'm gonna try and flip this camera around
Sorry, having a
uh
hard time hearing you. Give me a sec.
oh, can you hear me now?
Not going through my Bluetooth like it's supposed to be.
Oh,
Um, more settings, audio, default. All right, let's try this again.
check 1, 2. Yeah, my mic looks like it's working.
Okay, yep. I just had to get you going through my Bluetooth. Sorry, it was on my end.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna flip here. See if I can get out without getting out altogether. Rotate. Oh, that's weird. It's backwards.
Yeah, my camera does the same thing.
Oh man, I'm gonna settings, camera, no mirror. There we go.
You know what? That's a good idea. There we go. And I think he dropped himself down. There he is.
Yeah, I pulled a Stacy.
All good.
All right. Try and get this in without doing that again.
A little bit of technical difficulties, that's all.
This is the first time I've tried to use this mount. I thought it would be better. Oh, jeez.
I know how you feel, Carol. This is the first. Oh, this is the first time I've tried to stream from the shop here, so gotta learn. Good morning, Danby. There he is.
third, third time's the charm, maybe. Let me. I should have grabbed my other tripod, but it's in my backpack in the back of the truck.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was debating which one to use myself. I've got my tripod out here, and then I have this other secondary tripod with a clip to hold my phone. But with the wind, it's wobbly too much. And
I mean,
I
this
figured
one's nice because I can bend it whichever way, but
that's the exact same one that I have.
all right, let's try to get it in here again. Well, that's the money shot. Could be a little closer, but all right, and then we'll try to tip it this way a little bit. Hi, the empty pan. Chilling and grilling. I got Chad over here, so
Yeah, I've got it on the side of my screen here. I only have the one phone to stream from. So
I I'm gonna attempt to make a copper and euperlite ring. Something I've been seeing, and I think it looks cool, and I got all the stuff to do it. So,
Nice, nice.
uh,
You know, the only thing I don't like about working with copper and jewelry is how it, on some people, it starts leaving the mark.
hmm so so with this, and I've got a great picture here if I can. So you see how the copper is an inlay, so the stainless steel is what's actually contacting your skin.
Oh, nice.
Um, and yeah, so I have the Uperlite, I have the inlay ring, and I have this recently harvested piece of genuine Michigan copper, I'm sure.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, I will be beating and cutting, and I think I might have to smash some Uperlites. I haven't decided if I have enough small pieces yet or not.
Uh, I still don't have any Euperlite in my collection yet.
Um, when I get some more, I'm sure I could send some to you. My my buddy gives me these. He goes often
Yeah,
to Michigan with his light to look for them. And then
nice.
he's the one I made those first couple of rings for.
Yeah, yeah.
There you can see the fire happening.
I love that glow.
Yeah, and I really like it when you mix the. Oh, I gotta have a couple pieces here. There's a piece. When you mix the fluorite with it, because the fluorite does the purple. If I can catch it just right.
Right, right. Almost looks galactic.
So yeah, they really go together well.
Yeah.
But
I must say, I'm jealous of your shop. I wish I had a shop like that.
this is my kitchen, man. um,
Oh, you got a nice
we
setup.
we I mean, I can give you the tour real quick here. This is literally a drill press that I have a bigger one in my shop. So
Yeah.
I modified this, and this is a piece of the old countertop that was in my island over there that I removed.
Oh, jeez.
And so it matches my kitchen countertop,
Yeah.
and and then this is an old desk that we sanded and spray painted, and it's just in my kitchen for now. Maybe it'll go in the basement, and it might go up into my extra bedroom where my computer and stuff is set up. I
Nice.
I don't so much like the idea of it being up there because you do drip a little water in the process, and
Right, right.
I don't know if I want water in my kitchen or my bedroom.
Fair enough. G'day,
But
Captain Chaos. Welcome. And DB, have yourself a good one.
all right, see if I can get everyone back in here.
Yeah, I too kind of did a little setup in my kitchen dining room area. Um, can't really show you upstairs right now, but yeah, I repurposed my kitchen table and repurposed an old bed frame, built myself a workbench and little cubby for my table saw and or scroll saw, sorry, and a little nook for pan or yeah, panning. whole 9 yards. I still need to finish. I want to put an overhead ventilation system,
Nice.
just a couple of box fans and a little conduit or something like that, just to help. Because when I'm doing my lapidary work, there's a lot of dust kicks up. Rather than having that settle around my apartment, throw a little ventilation system, have it pipe out through my kitchen window.
Yeah, I do have a pretty nice setup out in my shop. Um, but like for the last week, I've had two vehicles that I've been swapping in and out.
Yeah.
And I gotta get the wood stove going. When it's really cold, I gotta run propane and wood. And so like today, it would take me an hour to get it warm in there. And by then, I don't want to do anything.
Fair enough.
I think those ones will work.
So yeah, how much of this lapis do you want?
What's that?
The lapis? How much of that do you want?
Man, if I could get like this pile that you see me messing with right now, this will do a couple rings.
Okay, well I'll
So
send you about triple that.
sweet. Um, and yeah, I'll show you the. Am I in the right phone? Yeah. Oh, screenshots. Travis and I have been talking back and forth, and get you out of here. He really likes that,
Ooh,
and so that's lapis, and then the blue glow powder, and then it's just gold leaf.
nice.
So I'm gonna make one with a stainless plank because they're so cheap. And then if
Yeah,
we get where he likes it, he's looking at a nice Damascus blank.
nice. Well, if you need any other minerals, let me know because I have a whole bunch of little paradots in here. I've got a whole bunch of little garnets. I've got some aquamarine. I've got a whole bunch of turquoise.
I think I have most of those. There's carnelian, amethyst. Uh, oh, these are garnets, I believe. Bigger ones.
Yeah,
This is just a mixed bag. Oh, am I in the camera?
I've got a
And
whole
then
jar here of garnet.
turquoise. Nice. Yeah,
There's
when
some
we
small ones, and then there's a bunch of polished ones in here as well.
I'm definitely into anything that glows.
Okay, well, I will keep my eyes open for supplies of that nature for you.
What's that?
I said I'll keep my eyes open for that type of material.
Yeah. And we have found, well, we talked about this the other night, some of the rocks that glow red, like a ruby, but that's
Yeah,
because of the manganese. This is a ruby here. If I can get this to
nice.
pop, it's pretty cool. But man, we're having a hard time making it shine. We've polished on it, sanded on it. It's just so hard.
Kind of hard to see, but I have one faceted ruby here. I got in a bag
Nice.
of paint.
Yeah, has that one been fired then?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's got nice
So
uniform color all the way through, and it looks like it was from a necklace or something.
I put this piece on top of my wood stove for like a week. Made a little oven for it, hoping that maybe it would change some color, and it didn't.
No, I think it needs constant heat, and I think it needs
Like 3,700 or something. It's
yeah,
hot.
3700, and I think you need a bit of a pressure chamber for it.
Oh, I guess I missed that part.
If I'm not mistaken, the pressure chamber and the heat combined is what really affects it.
Huh. Well, see, I thought I could
I could
achieve
be mistaken.
3,700, but I can't do 3,700 and pressure. I mean,
Yeah,
that's making a bomb if it goes wrong.
right.
The
Um,
neighbors will think my meth lab exploded.
I want to get one of those little furnaces like the one Jason uses.
Yeah,
For
and he made that, and I was looking like that's I could rip apart an old toaster oven and have that same furnace, but
right.
just bypass the limits, get a different temperature control.
You might need to replace the coils with something a bit more durable, though, because those cheap copper coils in those toasters aren't the best.
You don't think they'd go that hot?
No, I don't think so. I think
Okay.
you'd burn the coil out well before that.
See, I thought it was worth a shot. I like tinkering, but okay, I'm gonna mute for a minute so I can bang on this stuff.
All right, sounds good. Got 7 awesome people hanging out in chat this morning. Thank you all for joining for morning coffee and hangout. Link is in chat if anybody else wants to pop up and hang out. And if it's not there, let me know and I'll post it again. I really love those rings that you make there, Carl. You do an awesome job, brother. That's for sure. Nice. Yeah, I need to get me one of those black lights too. Slippery little devil, isn't it?
Yeah, I said, oh, whoops, I'm glad I'm muted.
Uh,
The black light that my buddy has the filter on it, and
yeah.
it's it's about this big compared to mine, and it's pretty amazing. And when he shines it at you, you can actually feel the heat.
Ooh.
All right, be right back again.
Got 7 awesome people hanging out. Hopefully everybody's day is going good so far. I know for Captain Chaos, it's pretty late in the evening there. About midnight, 1 a.m. or something. If I'm not careful, PA, my coffee's gonna freeze up. 1:24 a.m. for Captain Chaos. Anybody else having issues with the stream, or is it just PA? PA, try refreshing. Everything's still working good for you there, Carl?
Yeah, I'm watching on YouTube. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, that's about a 12-second delay there, but might not be on live.
Okay. FTA might be having some technical difficulties. Good morning, John Pierce. Welcome. Yeah, there's always a little bit of delay between StreamYard and YouTube. Might be a bit more of a delay because I'm running from my cell phone today instead of running from my computer. God, I love those Huper lights.
All right. So the fun part is done. I don't get to smash anymore. I don't know what size I should do. Whatever I have the most of, I guess. There's a 10. That's a nice round number.
There you go. Now, do you have to engrave the channel in them yourself?
No, you buy them. They just come. So someone else is just running these. You can get them in stainless. You can get like this one. This is one I bought for myself. This is ceramic.
Yeah.
The thing with this ceramic is like you close your hand in a car door, it's gonna shatter.
Yeah.
Where this one's gonna bend the car door.
I remember back in the old days, you used to be able to go to like the dollar store and buy those cheap ceramic rings, and the minute they drop, they shatter on you.
But it won't turn you green.
Yeah, yeah. That's always a benefit.
I have 4 different mandrels. And you try to find the one that lets the ring be as far out as possible to keep you away from the head.
Yeah, I'd love to do something like that eventually.
When we started getting all these cool rocks and gems, we were like, what are we going to do with them?
Right, right.
And then I saw a Patrick Adair video, and I was like, I can do all that. So here we are. You know, I had the desk and the countertop and the drill press. My first order with him was probably like $300 and some, and then I think it was $350, and I had a coupon code, so I got it down to $300.
Not bad.
I was really happy with the value.
Yeah, that would be like
then,
400 Canadian.
that was freedom dollars.
Right, right.
I don't know what this rock is. Has this got fluoride in it too? Oh yeah. That hardly even looks like fluorite until you light it up.
Huh.
just randomly in the wrong spot on my desk.
That happens.
Yeah, we find rocks everywhere. Clean the car out. There's another rock under the seat.
Yeah. For me, it's my room is full of rocks. Half my room is designed to be Star Wars. The other half is all rocks and minerals. Welcome back, Annie.
Is Annie back?
Yeah, Annie's back.
Annie, I've got a bunch of pyrite specimens, or I don't know if it's pyrite or if it's mica. But if you're interested, send me your address and I'll send you a couple cool rocks. They look like someone covered them in glitter.
I have a couple of books of mica upstairs. Found them when I was
the new creek I've been playing in that's close to home. Find about 5 to 10 flakes of gold in a 5-gallon bucket, but we find like a shot glass full of pyrite or mica, and then where you're classifying the stream just turns glittered with gold, and it just walking in on a sunny day, the banks just glimmer with gold, but it's all mica or pyrite, one of the two.
Good morning, Ezra. Welcome.
I said we're gonna name it the Annie Claim.
One of my
Annie, you've got me on Facebook. You can just send me the address on Messenger. That'll work.
One of my buddies out in BC lives up in Mackenzie. He's got a claim up on the mountain. It's just loaded with pyrite. It's about 2,500 feet up the mountain. And it's nothing but schist and pyrite. A little bit of shale mixed in.
Yeah, this new spot we've only got to go to 3 or 4 times now, and we were on cleaning out some cracks in the bedrock last time, and I was really hoping for more than I found gold-wise, but nothing with any size. It's just all itty bitty tiny, fly poop specks, flower specks, and it's really rocky there, so you really shovel a lot into that classifier before you get a bucket of dirt to run.
Yeah. And Captain Chaos, yes. My channel has a lot of mods on it. Almost everybody gets a wrench. Usually, when I'm streaming from my computer upstairs, I'm able to run my YouTube channel to mod everybody up. And we do that specifically so that everybody can go and check out everybody else's channels. And, it makes it a lot easier than having to go through and search.
Okay, I need more Uperlite dust that doesn't have fluoride in it, so I have to mute again and do some more smashing. Be right back.
All right. Usually I'm streaming with Red Dirt Nation, so I've got Travis, 403 Prospector, Nick, 406 Prospecting, 406 Miner, Stacy, Kelly, Prairie Prospecting, Joe from Gold Eagle. And because we stream on 4 channels usually, we have it set so everybody can jump between channels and get access easier. Good morning, Papa York. Good to see you this morning. If anybody else would like to jump up on panel, link should be pinned in chat. If it's not there, let me know and I'll drop it again. Anybody's welcome to come hang out this morning. For anybody who hasn't seen these rings that Carl is making, I highly suggest you go over to his channel and check out some of his work. It is just phenomenal, folks. Nice. That sounds like fun there, Papa York. I would love to get out and do some gold panning, but my area of Ontario, I'd have to go a minimum 18-hour drive to get anywhere where there's gold I can pan. And for somebody who doesn't drive, that's not very easy to do. 9 awesome people hanging out this morning. Been live for an hour and 7 minutes. B Hut, good morning. How you doing today? Oh, burr. Still too chilly out here this morning. Kind of wishing I'd brought my coat down. It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for that wind this morning. When I set up shop, there was not a lick of wind. Now it seems to be picking up. And that is a very important thing to do, Annie. You've got to keep those good and funny memories alive. Absolutely. Yeah, it's been unpleasant here too, B Hut. Last week I was only able to open shop, I think, 2 days. And this week it's looking, I might get 3 days in. We're expecting snow and sleet and hail tomorrow. I would have to agree, John. Absolutely. For those wondering what Carl is doing, he's breaking up some euchre lights to put into one of his rings. Watch very carefully what Carl's doing. Oh, nice, B-Hut. You're getting another paper published. Awesome.
All right. I shared what I'm doing on my channel. Maybe drag some more people over.
All right. Awesome.
And get
Yeah, the
back
more
into
the merrier.
chat.
Got 10 awesome people hanging out this morning.
Oh. There. You got 3 likes. 10 people and 3 likes. Everybody click that like button.
Yeah. If you don't mind, please and thank you. Share it out if you can.
All right. I think I have enough supplies.
Good morning, Tomcat. Thank you for stopping in.
Hey, Josh.
If anybody feels like coming up on stage, the link should be pinned at the top there. More than welcome.
All right.
Good morning, Dorothy. How are you today?
Definitely been a minute since I've done this, but I think I got everything.
Now, are you using a resin or an epoxy?
It's this CA glue, they call it.
Yeah.
It's real similar to super glue.
I'm doing
And
pretty
then
good, Dorothy.
there's this hardener I can spray that will make it set almost instantly,
Yeah.
but it turns purple under the UV light, so I don't use it on these rings specifically.
Fair enough.
Super users. All right. What are you doing?
Really hoping this wind dies down. Not, I might have to put up another tarp. Block some of
Hi,
the wind.
Dorothy.
11 amazing people hanging out this morning.
Okay, I'm going to rotate us. Turn my kitchen light back on. Yes, John, you're right. And my buddy Zach found out it's impervious to gasoline. Also, I told him he might not want to be near acetone though.
Yeah. Esrip, Carl is making a ring. Carl, you want to fill Esrip in on what you're doing there?
So I'm making a ring that is going to have euperlite and copper in it. Trying to find a picture of it here. I had one a second ago. So this is oh, my phone froze up.
Oop.
Bear with me for a second. There is so much going on. Geez, Annie's in Lebanon? I didn't know that. I could have sent some stuff to you when I sent all that to Rusty Nugget. All right. So this is what I'm attempting to make. There's pieces of copper and a rock called euperlite that turns that glowy orange under black light. Let me get back into chat here so I can see what's going on.
Definitely a stunning piece for sure.
And then these are the little chunks of euperlite, and you can see them popping off. And then you can see my little hunks of copper, genuine Michigan copper, right from this piece of Romex. So I'm only kidding about that. And if I didn't smash them all, I might have a bigger euperlite here to show you. Oh, there's one. So get it just right.
Yeah, that fire is amazing on euperlites.
So that's what I'm up to. And I think I'm pretty much ready. Oh, I need a piece of paper. I think somebody found out I was keeping paper in this desk. They stole it all.
Yeah, I have to watch with paper in my house. My son likes to draw on everything.
I'm running to the printer. Be right back.
All right. 11 awesome people chilling. If anybody else wants to jump up on panel, just let me know. You're more than welcome. Link should be pinned at the top of the chat. If not, I'll drop her again in chat.
I put the paper underneath to catch what I lose. And whatever doesn't fall into the glue that I lose, I usually can recoup and reuse.
Wise idea.
So basically, one blob of the glue, and I use the medium because it stays in a ball. Uh-oh, someone took the good tweezers. I say that like the someone probably wasn't me. Huh. Well, these ones work. They're just bigger. Then with the euperlites, I try to see what glows the best before I position them. I don't like that one at all. This one's got good glow. And then the flatter you can lay them, the better, because anything that sticks up, you got to grind off. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Oh man, that one, there's no glow on that side. That'll definitely stay there. That's completely covered in glue. All right. I don't know if you can see it popping there, but it's definitely lit up.
Link should be
And I
dropped
think
in
I'm going to alternate Uperlite, copper, and then when I'm done, I'll fill it all in with the dust. Actually, I'll put a little bit in right now just to get it around there. I might have to make that dust a little bit smaller.
Empty Pan is asking, are you using UV glue?
No, it's just CA glue. You don't need a UV light to cure. But when I use the hardener or the accelerator with it, that stuff has some purple to it, and it is affected by the UV light, which really just throws off the whole point of it being a Uperlite light when it turns purple. So I have seen and used the UV glue before, so I know what you're talking about, and it's pretty amazing. But this stuff will get hard just as fast with the hardener. All right.
We got Bear coming up.
Howdy, everybody.
Good morning,
How we
Bear.
doing today?
Not
Hey,
too
Bear.
You
bad.
all right? I think I need to move my camera. It looks
Oh,
a little
Bear.
weird. Everybody see
If
me
you
all right?
turn your if you turn your camera sideways, Bear, it should make you a little bit bigger.
I'm going to go on mute again. I want to pulverize my rock some more.
All right. Oh, I think Bear froze. Oh, there he is.
Everybody hear me all right?
Yeah, can hear you now.
I don't see the, all right. I don't see the chat though.
Ah,
Oh,
are you working from your phone, Bear?
yeah,
Yeah. Rotate your phone sideways.
yeah.
It should widen your screen and it should bring up chat on the side there for you.
All right.
There you go. That bring up chat better for you?
Trying to get it to go full screen.
Yeah, I know it's a little hard to see when working from a phone.
Right.
That's my
Well, it
first
looks
time
like,
running a live stream from my phone too, so binoculars to see chat from that far away.
if I bring up chat, then I can't, see the, other people on chat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, me and Annie went down to, Gatesville, Indiana, and we were, bucketing up some cons. So I'm gonna run some of that on the Dream. Yeah, prospecting buddy.
Oh, that wind. Burr.
A little dirt.
Okay. I think I'm done smashing for a while.
Oh. 9 people still hanging out. Been live for an hour and 26 minutes now. Not bad, not bad. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this morning. If you're not modded on my channel, I apologize. I can't exactly jump over to YouTube right now to mod you up. Yes, please. If you guys don't mind, smash that thumbs up. Share the stream out if you can. And if you're not subscribed to anybody in chat, jump on over to their channel, hit that subscribe, leave a comment. It all helps.
I don't like how some of these copper pieces are sitting so low.
I'm sitting too low in the ring.
I'm afraid they are, because if I can't sand them, excuse me, I can't sand below the edge of the ring. And if I can't sand them, anything that gets on top won't go away. So,
Right.
I'm a little concerned. Yeah, that one's grabbed pretty good. Just try to throw a little dust underneath of that. That'll help raise it up.
Yeah, I was thinking, what about using something like black sand or powdered euchre there?
That definitely got it up higher.
That's a good thing.
I said, this is the first time I've done one, so I'm just trying to use the little bit of knowledge I've gained.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna almost done, so.
Good morning, Trash. Welcome.
How's everybody doing today?
I'm doing pretty
Cold
good up here.
outside. Working from home.
I can't see chat. If I find that.
If anything pops up in chat for you, Bear, I'll make sure to let you know.
I appreciate
Captain
that.
Chaos says, going well, Bear. How about yourself?
Not too bad. See what we can find in these gravels.
Any
Uh-oh,
shiny
something
popping
fell
out
off
yet?
the bottom. Oh,
A lot of mud in this dirt.
Empty Pan saying he's not a big ring wearer, but would love one of those in lapis lazuli.
is that the blue stuff?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what. I don't know if you saw the picture earlier, Pam. I'll find it quick here.
Well, that's
That's
nice.
blue glow powder, blue lapis, and gold flake. And
That's beautiful.
I have the powder. I believe I have gold leaf, and Reg is gonna send me some blue lapis. So I'm gonna try to make that ring.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, those rings would be stunning.
On that Patrick Adair Supplies website, they have so many of the ring kits you can buy. You just pick your size and style, and then you basically do what I'm doing to build it. And I would offer to attempt to assemble any of them for somebody. We gotta talk about whatever you want. I've been, like I said, practicing with these stainless steel ring blanks. But there's better blanks to be had, tungsten, and I really am a big fan of the Damascus ones.
Yeah, Damascus produces some really nice results.
Yeah, and the ones that they show are really neat tiger stripe. So now I'm just applying some glue. I'm gonna grab my thin glue here.
Now, what
And
about
then
silver?
I think silver would work, but I'm gonna end up sanding. I'm gonna have a hard time in the grinding process because the stainless is harder than the rock. So when I grind it level, it stays. They also make like gold plated and other plated rings, but there again, you're sanding the plating off. But I have heard of guys saying that after they sand the plating off, they just take it to like a ring store and have them replate it, and they turn out beautiful then. But I have no idea what that costs.
Probably more than they're making on it.
Yeah, and my closest ring store is 50 miles away, so
Fair enough.
unless you count Walmart, I don't think they're gold plating at Walmart.
No, not yet. Keyword yet.
You get set up a gold plating cell.
Yeah, yeah. Gold plating and silver
Chemicals
cells.
used to gold plate. It's the same as grown copper crystals. The mixture or the setup is the same, but you use a different mixture to plate with gold and different metals.
Yeah, I kind of looked into it.
Because I've grown copper crystals on electrolytical cell, and they use electrolytical cell to plate with gold and silver and whatnot. You just have to use a different chemical makeup to do the different metals. You'd have to research that out.
Yeah, you got to use the right electrolyte.
Yep.
We're holding steady at 10 people, hanging out. Hour and
So
37 minutes.
if you saw what I just did, I just coated the whole thing in thin glue, and then I dumped a layer of powder all over it to fill any abnormal holes.
Nice.
And after my first grind, I'll look for any low spots, and I'll fill them in again in the same manner.
Nice. Good morning, rockin' in Kentucky.
All right. Couple rogue specks of purple in there. I don't know if that is showing up for you or not.
No, can't really see. Maybe I can make you big. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know if I can zoom. So are you running StreamYard from your phone?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out here.
Is it running all right on the phone? Obviously it is.
It's having a few little issues, but it's working at least.
I can't tell the difference from my end.
Yeah, it's not letting me change the layout from this end. I'd have to be doing it from the computer for it to work better.
Pan, I've made a couple of small videos on my, there's some shorts on my channel. Again, I feel I'm still in practice mode here. Some of them I've got down pretty well. If I wasn't trying to film this, I could have probably had this done a lot faster. But this is fun.
Hey, it's always nice to hang out.
Yeah. Well, in the ring that I made for Mary's giveaway, if you remember, I did that on your guys' live just like this that night.
Yep.
And that one was a lot easier though, because that was all powder. But when you use the rocks, they pop a lot harder.
Right. Oh, the one you donated for Mary's just an amazing piece, man.
It's actually, that's right here. I haven't shipped it because he ordered a matching ring in his size.
Yeah.
So in case anybody's wondering, I'm hanging on to this till his new blank. He ordered a 13 and a half. My blanks go up to 12. So I'll have that by the end of the week. I'll get it done and sent out. But yeah, this is, and that's fluorite to give it the purple and Uperlite.
Nice.
But yeah, I really dig it. But the one that I made with the fluorite rocks and the Uperlite rock, and then then the powder, it's got twice the intensity. And my friends enjoy wearing them when they're out Uperlite hunting on the beach. Everybody digs them.
Right, right. Well, yeah,
But
it'll
they
stick
pop
out like
there.
a sore thumb, right?
Yeah. Well, everybody's got a UV light in their hand, so when they see the ring light up, they're like, "Hey, what is that?"
Yeah, I'll have to talk to you once I get a bit more cash flow going on, Carl. I definitely want one of your rings.
I'm trying to make one for myself with. I'm gonna do a black sand, garnets, and gold, but all from the Nugget Lake where I go gold mining at.
Nice.
And I'm gonna put it in that black ceramic. But I've been trying to get bigger pieces, and the last time I was there, I got some bigger ones. Because I take the pieces of gold and I hammer them out, and it triples them in size. They don't have to be very thick, but
Right.
I also try to set them below the top of the ring so I don't sand them off.
Fair.
And I've done a practice ring with it. It works. I just I don't know why I haven't sat down and made mine yet. It's gonna happen soon.
You know what
I guess
might work really good for you?
mostly
When I
because
went,
I didn't get what's
Sorry, go
that?
ahead.
No, I didn't. I guess the biggest holdup why I haven't made mine is because I didn't have any more big pieces of gold to smash. So
Fair. I was gonna say what might work really well for you. When I went out panning in BC, the Fraser River, the amount
yeah,
of black sand and flour gold and fine gold that you find there, that stuff would be perfect for one of your rings.
yeah. And of course the same thing. Um, Everywhere else I go, I find bigger pieces, but the big ones at Nugget Lake are few and far between. So when I'm not trying to make a specific Nugget Lake ring, that would be peanuts. That would be so much easier just to get big gold from anywhere. But
Right,
I
right.
literally want this one to be 100% genuine, dug out of Wisconsin from the Nugget Lake.
Fair enough.
Um, but yeah, I want to be impatient, but I'm going to give this a little bit more time. If you get on it too soon, it turns into a gooey mess.
Yeah. Yeah, don't want that happening.
No.
Just trying to angle my camera a little bit better. Been going for an hour and 44 minutes. We got 11 awesome people hanging out. Probably going to cut it at 2 hours roughly today. But, yeah, appreciate you guys coming up.
No problem.
So my next
Glad,
step here, I grind. And I use this Dremel tool. My wife's been grinding rocks with it. I don't need that grinder.
Yeah, I actually, to do my lapidary work, I went to Goodwill and paid $15 for this thing. It's a little job mate Dremel.
Nice.
And I went to Canadian Tire and bought some diamond bit kits and stuff.
Yep.
So that's what I do all my lapidary work with. For
We
now,
got
anyways.
this is off of Amazon. It's all carbide and diamond bits.
Yeah.
But my unit here, I'm just gonna move it over rather than move the phone. Oh, maybe not. It's this Harbor Freight benchtop little 3-inch grinder, and then this is attached to the side of it. So it's got a lot of torque.
Nice.
And I want to say they're 30 or $35 a Harbor Freight.
Huh. Yeah, see, the diamond bit kits that I get the Met Canadian Tire here. It's one of our main hardware stores and stuff. I've got 2 kits mixed together here, but those are
That's
my
a big
bits.
one. Nice.
I put it in this case. I just found it's a lot easier to keep them all together.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to make a spot for everything in this desk, and then we just kept getting more stuff.
Yeah. It all adds up, right?
Okay, is the camera good? It is. I'm going to go ahead and mute again because this can get rather loud. First, I got to make sure I got the right grit.
Yeah, right. Grit is important.
I have no idea what grit that even is.
Trial and error, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a 60. Either way, they don't last long. I go through a couple quick.
Yeah, I chew through bits like no tomorrow doing my lapidary stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. You eat through $10 worth of grinding stones to make a $5 rock. Well, I suppose your lapidary is more than that, but.
Yeah. Good morning,
All right,
Brad.
I'm gonna mute. I'll be right back.
All right. What do you use for your lapidary? You said Dremel?
Pardon?
What were you saying you were using for your lapidary work? You say you use a
A
Dremel?
Dremel. Yep. Yeah, just a little handheld Dremel. Produces some decent results, though. Like, I
Now
made
would,
this piece here. California dark moss agate with lapis inlay.
nice.
And the pick and shovel pieces that I make, those are all done with the Dremel as well.
Now would something like a belt sander work? Or
Belt sander might work if you have the right grit, but you're better off getting like one of the wheeled systems. I know I eventually want to get a cab king. The grinding
right.
wheels on that just cover everything, right?
Well, that makes sense.
And I'm working
No,
towards it, but
I've cut some, but I've not done any lapidary work or anything like that. But cut some GS and some agates and whatnot, but nothing
yeah.
intricate.
Well, me, I started off. I bought a tile saw with the diamond blade for it and the Dremel, and I've just been tinkering around, seeing what I can do with it, working the different shapes and seeing what's
Right.
possible.
I say I've done that's what I've cut mine on with the tile saw.
Yeah.
Over the weekend we helped me and Annie helped one of our friends. He got a tile saw and we helped him and showed him how to cut some rocks with it.
Nice. Yeah, see, the only thing I don't like about using a tile saw is the thickness of the blade and how much it vibrates.
Right.
So when you're trying
True.
to do a nice slab, You don't want to deal with that extra vibration because it'll just shatter your material.
What's a better saw to do the slabs with? Like a band type saw or
Well, they have proper lapidary saws. The blades are like a millimeter thick or something like that. Really thin blades. High Tech Diamond makes some really nice slab saws.
I've seen people
Uh,
take use like a accommodate for the um vibration by using a like a piece of wood over the top of it to brace it.
yeah,
I've seen those crack, but I've seen those come out all right as well. So I guess might be what you're trying to slab out as well too.
I
right,
got too
right.
aggressive. Too aggressive too soon or something. I peeled my inlay back.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's happened to me before. Hopefully I just get her glued back down. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will have to grind that lower where it just broke and refill it for sure.
Thank you for stopping in, Papa Yor.
Boy, it was coming right along too.
Yeah, yeah. John saying you can make spacers from washers to take up the slack so you can chuck a thin lapidary blade in a tile saw.
Using washers?
Yeah, using washers as spacer.
I didn't think about doing that.
I'll have to look into that.
I was gonna
See.
try to cut a slot in my little tabletop tile saw so I can stuff a 10-inch blade in it. So I could cut thicker rocks and then have that bigger edge to work on.
Yeah.
We put the 10-inch blade in a 3.5-inch hand grinder to cut the um, what do you call it? The little geodes apart.
Yeah.
It's a little scary.
All right, Empty Pan. Have yourself a good day. We're almost at the 2 hour mark. 6 more minutes. Got 11 awesome people hanging out. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you being here today.
Hey Brad, how you doing? Oh, the tungsten shattered?
That's never a good thing.
Yeah. Is it must be like cast kind of then, huh?
Wonder if they used tungsten powder and then just compressed it and then heated it.
And my buddy Zach is a mechanic, and he says he usually has his ring on so he hears it hitting on the wrenches and remembers he forgot to take it off. And it's a little beat up on the edges, but the inlay looks great. And I told him one of these days, we'll bring it in the house and I'll sand it and polish it again, touch it up for him.
Nice. Welcome back again, Annie.
Hoping to go out to the garage and bend up some classifiers today.
Nice.
I was gonna do that this weekend, but like I said, I had broken Jeeps all over the place.
Yeah.
My wife delivers mail, so she really needs her Jeeps. So when they break, then it's a big problem in the house.
Fair enough. Chaos, yes, I do believe I have Dan Hurd's email. Later on today, after I close up shop, I will shoot that over to you on Facebook.
You get your Jeeps fixed?
Well, one of them I'm still not done diagnosing, and the other one we're gonna attempt a $700 part after I've eliminated everything else. Yeah, it's one of the computers we're assuming is no good. We've looked for every other possibility, and it goes crazy. It puts the transmission in limp mode. It makes the alternator light come on. It turns the heater on high, which is great when you're trying to work and you're getting cooked out of your vehicle. The radio shuts off. It's basically like Christine from Stephen King.
Right. Now I have
So
heard the lugs that go to the input output for the fuse box.
the tip them, yep. I've been through them all. I've cleaned them. I've checked them. I had to tip them all out and looked at it. Doesn't look bad.
Now, does that have one of those inline fuses going to it?
I will be right back, guys.
Like a fusible link, maybe, but everything that was supposed to have power had power.
Really?
Yeah. So most everybody in these Jeep and Chrysler forums say it's the tip them, that whole fuse cluster and the computer that's inside of it. And it's got 390,000 miles on it. So I know it's a weird one to go bad, but I guess if it is what's wrong with it, it deserves it.
Right.
Luckily, the people we're getting it from did say if it doesn't fix the problem, send it back. So they send a box for the core, and we either send the core back and we get a core refund, or we send their tip them back and we get a tip them refund. And then I don't know. I told her we just need to pass each other on the highway, run into each other head on, let insurance take care of the rest.
Right.
All right, we have hit the 2-hour mark, everybody. Carl and Bear, if you want to stick around backstage for a little bit and hang out, we'll do a backstage party. If anybody else wants to join us, I will post the link in chat here.
On up.
Everybody else, when I get this ring done, I will make it short. I'll throw it up on my channel so you can see what it looks like finished. but I'm gonna have to let it sit. I tried rushing it to get done before the chat or before the stream was done, and well, I pushed it to the point of failure. So
I appreciate everybody hanging out this morning, joining me for the first live from the Amethyst shop here. Hopefully, everybody has a great day. Talk to you all later.